We know the rivalry is so real. We know that the Niners have owned the Rams in the regular season, but yet the Rams won the NFC Championship game last year. We also know both teams are not playing to the best of their abilities. If I had told you in August that the Rams would feel really good about things and their team because they're getting Brian Allen and Van Jefferson back mid-season, you would be like, what happened to their... That's the feeling right now.
Who is Brian Allen? Brian
Allen is their center. Okay. He's been out since week 1. And Van Jefferson, who many thought would be their third or fourth wide receiver, is coming back, and they're treating this like, all right, Van's back. Like, this is it.
Let's go.
Van Jefferson, who was one of the only guys that was making big plays in that Super Bowl because of the injury to Odell Beckham and because of all the other guys that had gone down, Robert Woods during the year. They get Van Jefferson back. He hasn't played yet this season. And again, I say it with a smirk. This is the defending Super Bowl champions going into week number 8. And there is a feeling of light and positivity in the building because it's been so bad on offense, so terrible, so Cooper Kupp focused that the mere addition of Van Jefferson, and nothing against Van Jefferson, he's had a nice career as a number 3 or 4 guy in this league. Van Jefferson is what they're hanging their hats on. And for Brian Allen, they have been through so many offensive line combinations, so many different players in that offensive line, so many different centers, particularly. I mean, they had a former cop playing center in a couple of weeks back.
A police officer?
Yes, former police officer. And now they're finally getting their guy back at center. Like, that's what you start hanging on to when your offense is so morbid and so bad that you're like, wait a second, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. We get Van and Brian back. That's coming out of a bye week. Yeah. I think that you're going to see a different Rams offense because the mere addition of a Van Jefferson is at least an upgrade from what they've had. I'd be surprised if the Rams are as anemic as they've looked going into the bye week.
Still, my favorite thing in the offseason is like the hype video the Rams put out and
all the actors.
With all the actors, and they go, Van, you stay in the van.
Yeah,
I was like, yes, love that.
You don't need to do the. It already does the.
Yeah, exactly.
Love that. I love that you're talking offensive linemen and specifically centers. Like Brian Allen's been a big cog for that offense for a long time, and protecting Matthew Stafford. Look, that's mission number 1. I go back to this history. They played in week 4. Matt Stafford was sacked 7 times in that game. So in this game, I'm watching Nick Bosa like pre-snap when the Rams break the huddle. They got to find out, where is this guy? Where's 97? Is he lined up over our left tackle? Is he over our right tackle? And you know, look, Noteboom's filling in at left tackle. He's been up and down. Havenstein at right tackle. They got their work cut out for him. Nick Bosa's got 7 sacks on the season. And guess what? Guess who sacked Matthew Stafford the most in the last 5 years combined?
To prove your point.
Nick Bosa, all right? So it goes back to his time in Detroit as well. This guy's just tough to handle. And they move him all over the field. I think when you look at Stafford right now, he wants to start off fast, get the ball out, get the rhythm. But here's the thing, it's not just the sacks. Like, you know who leads the league right now in quarterback hits? Bosa, all right? So I'm glued in on Nick Bosa, this offensive line, no doubt, when they break the huddle. It's like, all right, we're sliding to him. We got to find a way to make sure he doesn't wreck the game for us and for Stafford.
You know, the best coaches can fix stuff. They can get right. It's still early, and McVay has earned that to be in that conversation. McVay can fix it. You got guys, Vrabel knows how to fix things, and Pete Carroll knows how to fix things. I don't know if Todd Bowles and Matt LaFleur know how to fix things. I don't know if they can get it together. You can't give up on the good coaches. I just wonder, Matt Ryan leads the NFL in interceptions with 9. He was just benched. Second is Matthew Stafford with 8. Matthew Stafford is second in the NFL in interceptions, and he has fewer touchdown passes than Carson Wentz, Davis Mills, Andy Dalton, and Jimmy Garoppolo. Guys who haven't even played the whole season in some parts. What are we getting from Stafford? Because, Peter, I'm as excited as you are that Van Jefferson is back. It's great. But there's a lot. It's the same deal with Stafford. He's always had his apologists who say, he gets no help, but, like, he's making some really bad decisions. I know he's taking a lot of hits. I would love to see Matthew Stafford come out of this bye week rejuvenated and ready and ripping it all across the field to anybody not named Cooper Kupp. I just don't know what we're getting from the second half of this season. Is he back? Is he just been ugly because of no pass blocking, or are we really going to make a run at this? I believe in McVay, absolutely. I don't yet believe in the 2022 Matthew Stafford. I think he needs a lot of this to show a lot of people about
That's a good differentiation, Kyle.
Yeah.
Peter, I want to say this thing to you that people tend to say about Kyle Shanahan, and I want like a historical refresher as to why, which is people like to say a lot, and I don't really think they know why, which is Kyle Shanahan is so creative with his playbook. Give us the historical context as to why he is described that way as a play caller.
Everywhere he's gone, whether it be Houston or Atlanta or Washington, he's had different kind of variable offenses. RG3 ran an offense for him one way in Washington. Then he goes to Atlanta, and Matt Ryan runs a completely different one. He can do it all. He's got all the tools. That's why he's viewed that way. Go on.
Okay, so now they have Christian McCaffrey, and then they have Deebo Samuel. And these are these two really beautifully talented athletes that can be used perfectly in a very #creative way if you have the right coach. And Kyle Shanahan really, really feels like the right coach. And this is beyond the point that Deebo Samuel may or may not play this weekend. This is like looking at the 49ers as a season. Christian McCaffrey, listed as a running back, has the second most receiving yards as a running back since entering the league in 2017, even though he's missed a ton of games. The second most by a running back. Conversely, Deebo Samuel, since entering in 2019, most rushing yards as a wide receiver.
Sure.
To me, this is prime for the 49ers to just click your gear in and take off. And it feels like the Rams aren't quite there with clicking their heels in, clicking their bike shoes in. That's where I'm trying to get to,
I
the
like
Peloton
that.
bike.
Okay.
And the Rams aren't quite there yet. 49ers could take huge advantage this weekend. And again, this is whether or not Deebo Samuel is playing. But looking forward, Kyle Shanahan feels like the perfect coach because of everything he has been able to do in all of his stops to use these guys in really, really interesting ways.
Should be a hit ride, right?
Should be a hit ride, an absolutely high-intensity interval training. I really, really hate those rides.
Do you want to shout out any instructors? I'm a Kendall Toole guy. You know that.
Alex Toussaint.
Alex
Come on,
Toussaint.
man.